Hello. Yes, I'm happy to see you once again. My name is Porian Zofori. Please write your name at the comment section. Today we have science lesson. Yes, we have science. Science for basic 4. Not only for basic 4. If you're a learner, please pay attention because you are going to learn this in the classroom. Your teachers are going to teach you. That is why I want to teach you before your teachers teach you, so that you understand it. You'll be able to answer questions. You will prove to your teachers that yes, you are not a lazy learner. You learn all the time and you understand the topic too. I want you to understand the topic. In fact, all the exercises that your class teacher will give to you, I want you to get 10 over 10, 100 over 100, 1000 over 1000. Don't you like this? That's why I'm saying pay attention. Today, the topic is here. Let's look at it. Or we should read together. Wait. I mentioned my name, but I didn't mention your name. What's your name? Write your name at the comment section where you are watching me from. The name of your school. Okay. After that, if you have questions, you go there, you ask questions, and I'll be available to answer your questions for you. You can WhatsApp. If you want to WhatsApp, the number is there. You can go to that platform and also ask your questions. The topic for today is seed germination. Seed germination. Yes, today we are going to learn about seed germination. Our previous lesson, we learned about plants and their parts. We also learned about the functions of these parts of a plant. But we didn't learn about seed, but today we are going to learn about seed and how they germinate. So seed germination is the topic for today. Do you eat banku? Do you eat rice? What about mango? Pawpaw? Orange? When you eat orange, do you chew the seed? You don't chew the seed, you throw them away. If you get pawpaw, you peel it, you scoop the seeds out, and then you eat the fresh of it. What do you do with the seed? You throw it away. The maize, I know what you do with the seed. Prepare banku, akpere, and then the rest, food. You have to use the seed to plant again. So today we are going to look at how the seeds are used for planting. Before you can use the seed for planting, the seed has to go through some stages before we get plant out of it. And that is what we are going to look at, seed germination. Let's look at the keywords. So the first word is sprout. Sprout. So sprout means germinating. That's young plants coming out of a seed. The next one is seed coat. Seed coat, it is one word. One word. Seed coat, we are talking about part of the seed that covers it. We all know coats. We put on coats to cover the body. So seed to seeds, they also have coats. It covers it. So seed coat is part of the seed that covers it. To rupture means to break. To rupture means to break. You see, during germination, the seed absorb or get more water. It swells up, and when this breaks, we call it what? Rupture. Okay. The next one is viable. If something is viable, it means it is healthy. It is healthy. The next one is germinate. Germinate, I said, is the same as sprouts. And germinate means young plants coming out of a seed. Okay, now let's look at it. Plants have different parts such as seeds, stems, roots, flowers, fruits, and leaves. The planting materials for most plants are seeds, stems, and roots. The stem of a cassava stick is used for planting, not the seed or the seeds. The roots of yam and sweet potato are used as planting materials. The most common part of a plant used for planting is the seed. So the seed goes through a process called germination. Okay, so plants have different parts. but not all the parts can be used for reproduction. So if you have a plant and you want to grow another plant, you need part of it to grow another one. You use it as a planting material. Some plants we use the roots, some plants we use the stem, some plants we use the seed. But the most common one, or the common ones that we use for as planting material, is the seed. So today we are going to look at how the seed is used for replanting, or how the seed is used as planting material. So if you have a seed of a plant, a seed of maize, a seed of orange, a seed of pawpaw, a seed of mango, a seed of guava, how are you going to make sure this seed grow and become a plant for you? So that is what we are looking at, and the topic for today is seed germination. So what is seed germination? Yes, seed germination. Yes, what is it? Can you try something? Okay, so now I know you try it, but let's look at this. What is germination? Germination is a process by which a seed begins to grow into a young plant. A young plant is also called seedling. So if a seed begins to grow into a young plant, we call it what? Seed germination. Seed germination. So you see young plants coming out of the seed. So if you see something like that, you say the seed is germinating. The seed is germinating, meaning young plant is coming out of the seed. So anytime you hear about seed germination, we are talking about the process. The process. Say the process. Yes, seed germination is the process where young plants comes out of a seed. The young plants, if you hear about, or if you hear seedling, we are talking about the young plants. Okay, so what is seed germination? Seed germination is a process by which a seed begins to grow into a young plant. Now, before a seed can germinate, it needs these conditions. So it is not automatic that once you put the seed in the soil, it should grow. It should develop a new young plant. No. There are some things that needs to be in the soil. There are some things that needs to be there. If those things are not there, the seed will be there and it will die. It will rot. You will not see it again. No young one will come out. If you put your seed in the soil and you want it to come or develop a new plant or grow a plant, there are some things that you have to make sure those things are there. That is what we are going to look at. So conditions that are necessary for germination. The seed can only germinate if these things are there. The first one is air. Seeds needs air. Human beings, we breathe air. Seed, if you put it in the soil, there should be air in the soil. If there is no air, the seed will not germinate. 2, moisture. Moisture, we are talking about an amount of water in the soil. If the soil is too dry, germination will not take place. So the soil should have some level of water in it. The next one is suitable temperature. So the temperature, we are talking about how hot, how cold the soil is. If the soil is too hot, the seed will die. It will not germinate. Do you understand it? So the temperature of the soil should be a suitable one, an ideal one, the best one for the seed to what? Use for germination. Then the next one is viable or good seed. The seed that you are sowing or you are going to sow should be a healthy one. Don't go and roast the maize seed before you sow it. Don't go put the maize seed in a bowl, put it on fire, Pour oil on it, you fry it before you go and sow it. If you do that, it will not germinate. So please, the seeds that we sow, it should be a viable one. Viable means it should be healthy. Listen, you have to know that the seed is not attacked by weevils. There are no insects, or it is not attacked by animals. Check. There are no holes. It is not broken. Sometimes the seed is broken and you put it in the soil, it will not germinate. So broken seeds, you don't have to do that. You don't have to use it for planting because it will not germinate. So a whole seed is what you need, and you have to make sure the seed is healthy. Okay, if you want the right source, the best source, go to the agric officers. For them, they can tell you that this seed is good. Some also even have these seeds. You go to them, you buy from them, you plant and they will grow. All of them will germinate. So before seed can germinate, these are the things that needs to be there. So germination needs air, moisture, temperature, and then good seed or viable seed before it can happen. Please listen. Don't think that once you have put a thing in the soil, it has to develop a new young plant. No. If these things are not there, germination will not take place. I hope you understand it. So what are the conditions that are necessary for germination? 1, air, moisture or water. The seed itself, it should be a good seed or viable seed. And then the temperature of the soil should be a viable one or suitable one. Okay. Now, it is important to note that a seed can germinate with or without soil. So listen, seed can germinate without soil. You don't only need soil to plant or sow a seed, because there are some things that you can put the seed in it and it also germinate. So listen, the things that seeds need before they can germinate, soil is not one of them. So if there is no soil and you have all these, the seed will germinate. Are you there? If you have all these and there is no soil, the seed will germinate. So you should note that. Okay. Now there's an activity here. What's the focus? The focus is to observe how some common seeds germinate. Materials needed. We have maize seed, grass jar, and cotton wool. So here, how to go about it. 1, make sure the seed is good or viable with a dry seed coat. 2, put the cotton wool inside the grass jar to cover the bottom and the sides. So here is the grass jar. You put cotton in it. Make sure it covers the bottom and the sides of the grass jar. Okay, so now we have our cotton in it. Number 3, put the maize seed into the wool or the cotton wool. So here we have our maize seed here. Now let's move on. The next one, sprinkle water to soak the cotton wool. So after you have put your seed inside the cotton wool, sprinkle water on it. You know, water, they need water before they can germinate. Seeds need water before they can germinate. I have told you. The next one, leave the setup for weeks and record what you observe as the seed germinates. So after that, you make sure the time, you sprinkle water, give it 1 week, and you see that a young plant will move out of it. In the grass jar, there is air. In the grass jar, the temperature, you put it at a place where the temperature will not be too hot for it. Okay, so and the seed too should be a viable one. If all these 4 things are there, there is no soil, but it also germinates. Okay, now stages or processes of seed germination. So germination, they move from one step to another step, to another step before we see the whole plant out of the seed. So let's look at the stages that germination go through. The first one, if you put the seed in the soil, these are the things that will happen. The first thing, the dry seed absorbs water. So you see, water is important. Without water, germination will not take place. So what the seed needs is to absorb water, get water first. 2, the seed swells and the seed coat ruptures. So the water that the plants will absorb from the soil will cause the seed coat, what covers the seed, it causes it to swell, it will become big. Because of the water, it will absorb water, and then it will become what? Big. It will increase in size. We say it will what? It will swell. It will become big, and later it will rupture, meaning it will break. The cover will be removed. The seed coat will be removed. Before it will be removed, 1, it needs water to become big or to swell, and then after that it will rupture, meaning it will break. Okay, the next one, this root sprout begins to grow out of the ruptured seed coat. So when the coat is removed, what comes out first is the roots. So water is needed. After the water has been absorbed, the seed coat will swell and then rupture. When it ruptures, what comes out from the seed is the roots. Please, the roots comes first. The next one, the stem and the leaves also sprout from the ruptured seed. So after the roots have come out, the stem will follow, and then the leaves will also follow. The root and the stem begins to grow, that is elongation. So when the root comes out, the stems also follows. Later you see the root becoming long, the stem too becoming long, growing long, and later we see the plants out there. So these are the stages. How many stages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first one is the seed coat, where the water needs, the dry seed absorbs water. Absorbs water. 1, the dry seed absorbs water. It gets the water from the soil, so you should know that. 2, because of the water, the seed coat swells and the seed coat ruptures. So the seed will swell and then the seed coat will rupture, or it will break. Now, after the seed coat is ruptured, the third thing that will happen is that the roots will come out. So the root sprout, meaning begins to grow, the roots will come out. So the roots will come out, followed by the stem and then the leaves. The last thing is that the roots that came out first will become long. The stem too that follows will also become long. So if you look at the steps, they are here. Let me show it to you. Now this is a seed. Have you seen this side? Okay, so what do you see? The root has come out. So if you put the seed here, this seed will need water. The water will swell it up. So the cover, the seed coat will break and the root will come first. So when the root comes first, you see the root going to this side, and then this side will also come. This is where the stem is. After that, you see we have the root, the stem, and then the leaves will also come. The leaves will also come. At this stage, look at the length, or look at the height of the roots. Look at the height of the stem. Look at the height of the leaves. So you see the roots becomes very long, the stem also becomes long, and the leaves too also becomes broadens or becomes long. So these are the stages that plants go through during germination. So we are bringing our lesson to a close. We sow seeds so that they can germinate, grow, and become mature plants. There are favorable or suitable conditions needed before germination of a seed can occur. A seed can germinate with or without soil. Seed germination goes through several stages or processes. So that is what we have learned today. We have learned about seed germination. That is where seed, young plant comes out of seed. Okay, and there are some conditions that you should know. Seeds need these things before they can germinate. 1, air, water or moisture. The next one, temperature. the temperature should be a suitable one, and then the seed itself, it should be a good seed or a viable seed. So these are the 4 things that seeds needs. These conditions are the necessary ones that seeds need before germination can take place. And we have seen the processes, the stages of germination. The first one is that the seed will absorb water from the soil. 2, the seed coats will become what? Big, or it will swell up and break. So after it has broken, the 3rd stage will come. The 3rd stage is where the roots will come first. All the parts of the plant, the part of the plant that comes out from the seed, the first part that comes out of the seed is the roots. So after the roots has come out, then stem and leaves will also follow. The last stage is elongation, meaning becoming long. So what becomes long? The roots becomes long, the stem also becomes long, and then germination ends. So this is what you should know. This is what you have learned today, and I believe you have enjoyed the lesson. Remember that soil is not one of the necessary conditions for seed germination. Seed can germinate without soil. If you want to try it, you can try it. Just get maize, spread it on your floor. Make sure there is water. You sprinkle water on it. Make sure there is enough air, and the temperature too. The room is not too hot. After some time, you see that the seeds are germinating. So you see, this is what we have learned today. Let's look at exercises. Exercise 1 is here. Exercise 2, exercise 3, home assignment 1, home assignment 2. So now, this is what we have learned today. And I believe you have enjoyed the lesson. If you want to become a farmer one day, listen, you need to understand the stages of germination, and you need to know what seeds needs before they can germinate. Don't go and sow seeds and later complain that the seed did not germinate. Yes, if the seeds are broken, the germination will not take place. If the soil is too hard, there is no water in the soil, dry, the seed may not germinate. If there is too much heat in the soil, the seed will not germinate. So these are some of the things that you should know before you start sowing your seeds. So those who want to become farmers, I know today this lesson has helped you, and one day you become the best farmer, not only national best farmer, world best farmer. Okay, thanks so much. That's the end of our lesson. My name is Paul Williams, and I want to tell you that our science textbooks are available. One unique thing about our books is that the science textbooks comes with video lesson. So you buy the book and you have the video lesson attached to it. Wonderful, you get everything in a book. You don't know, I'm telling you. So get a copy of this science textbook, you read the text, you watch the video lesson, and you understand everything. Even after you have watched the video and after you have read the text and you want or you have questions, you just WhatsApp the number here. We will help you. We are ready and we are always available for you. Your teachers are there, your parents are there. What we are learning, we are also learning the same thing in the classroom. Apart from science, we have Asante tree, we have a Krapim tree, from basic 1 to basic 6. If you need copies, feel free, reach out to us, we will supply you books. Our videos are on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Go there and watch. After watching, share, like, comment, and help us grow together. Thank you. Bye-bye.